at the edge of the world. In a frozen land no Mediterranean army was meant to tread. A Carthaginian general and his unlikely companions, African war elephants, marched toward the beating heart of the Roman Republic. The Romans believed themselves invincible, but this was the moment they realized another power existed. One older, richer, more connected, and far more dangerous. Rome would one day burn this empire to ash. But before that, Carthage nearly brought Rome to its knees. What kind of empire could challenge the future rulers of the world? That is the story of Carthage, the mighty maritime superpower Rome feared above all. In the next 10 minutes we'll uncover how Carthage rose from a Phoenician outpost to the richest trading empire of the ancient world. We'll explore the secret behind its staggering wealth, its unmatched naval technology, a global web of trade reaching Britain, West Africa, and beyond. And finally, why its clash with Rome was not just war, but destiny. And at the end, we'll ask, what was lost when Carthage vanished from history? Don't forget to like and subscribe. This helps us make more deep dive historical films. Carthage began not as an empire, but as a business venture. Around the 9th century BC, a group of Phoenician merchants from the city of Tyre sailed west. They were masters of navigation, dealing in rare woods, fine glass, and most famous Laterian purple, the most expensive dye of the ancient world. A single gram required thousands of crushed murex snails. Legend says their leader was Queen Dido, fleeing danger in her homeland. She purchased land from local tribes using one brilliant trick. She cut an oxide into thin strips and encircled an entire hill. That hill became Biasa, the citadel of Carthage. From its very beginning, Carthage wasn't about conquering land. It was about controlling trade. Ships, not armies. Contracts, not conquests. Silver and purple dye, not plunder. And this philosophy would shape everything to come. Carthage built its empire on water, not by ruling land, but by ruling the sea. This is the meaning of thalassocracy, dominion over the waves. To achieve this, Carthage developed one of history's most formidable warships, the Quink. Fast, stable, and deadly, it carried a bronze battering ram capable of splintering enemy vessels in seconds. Carthaginian shipyards could produce these monsters with almost industrial efficiency, but their greatest invention was not a ship, it was a harbor. The Coffin of Carthage was a circular, fortified military harbor hidden inside a larger commercial port. It had 220 warship slips, an island admiralty tower for signaling, and massive walls shielding the fleet. It was the world's first naval base built like a machine. This is how Carthage maintained its commercial monopoly from Sicily to Morocco. Unlike Rome, Carthage didn't expand by absorbing territory. It expanded by controlling routes, ports, and resources. Their empire was a web, not a block on a map. Spain was rich in silver mines. Britain was a source of tin, essential for bronze. Sardinia and Sicily provided grain and trade hubs. North Africa offered gold, ivory, and exotic goods. And the Atlantic was the realm of exploration. Enter Hanno the Navigator. According to ancient records, Hanno sailed down the West African coast with 60 ships and 30,000 colonists, founding trading posts and recording strange animals, likely gorillas. If these logs are accurate, Carthage explored farther than any Old World civilization before the Age of Discovery. This invisible empire made Carthage unimaginably wealthy, but it also made Rome deeply suspicious. Two rising powers, one land-based, one sea-based, both competing for Sicily. War was inevitable. The First Punic War, Carthage dominated the sea until Rome built a navy from scratch. To overcome Carthage's superior seamanship, Rome invented the corvus, a boarding bridge. Suddenly sea battles became land battles, where Rome excelled. The war ended with Carthage losing Sicily and paying crushing indemnities. But the rivalry was far from over. This is the War of Hannibal Barca, one of history's greatest tacticians. His crossing of the Alps elephants and ollies, a feat that still stuns historians. At Cannae, Hannibal encircled and annihilated a Roman army of 80,000 men. It remains one of the deadliest single-day battles in history, but Carthage never sent enough reinforcements. Rome, battered but unbroken, recovered and struck back. Scipio Africanus defeated Hannibal at Zama. Carthage was stripped of its navy and its dignity. Rome returned with one goal: erase Carthage from history. For 3 years, Carthage resisted, street by street, house by house. Finally, the city fell. The Romans claimed they salted the earth, more myth than fact, but symbolically true. Carthage was dead. Rome destroyed Carthage, but absorbed everything that made it great. North African grain fed the Roman Empire. Carthage's trade routes became Rome's lifelines. Carthaginian engineering influenced Roman harbors. The shipping industry became Roman property, but something else was lost in knowledge. The Carthaginian navigation logs, including Hanno's full voyages, vanished. Imagine what they knew, what they saw, what they charted. If Carthage had won the Punic Wars, the world map might look very different today. History is written by the victors, and few civilizations were more thoroughly erased than Carthage. But their story of merchants who became kings of the sea still echoes across the Mediterranean. What do you think? If Carthage had defeated Rome, how different would our world be? Tell us your theories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and watch our next video.